my beautiful Scorpio gang, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-April, 15th through the 30th, mid-month tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in those comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, you're more than welcome to. All that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below. So first and foremost, thank you for tuning in, Scorpio. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. If you see a lot of wandering smoke, I am doing a little bit of smudging, so don't mind that. I actually think it gives a cool little background to the video, but let's get on into it, guys, and see what we got going on for the second half of your month. So, messages for the Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. What do we got coming in for Scorpio here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. What do we got going on? Messages for Scorpio here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll take a look here and see what we got, baby. Hopefully, we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's see what we got going on. Scorpio. Overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Hierophant. So you can be connecting possibly here with a Taurus for some. Now, when we look at the Hierophant, it could talk about many different things. I do feel like in this aspect, you learned something. So possibly you learned a lesson or some sort of knowledge is going to be gifted to you. Interestingly enough, when I heard knowledge will be gifted to you, for some of you guys, you may be coming into your spiritual abilities this month. So be mindful of that as well. When I say spiritual abilities, I know it sounds pretty esoteric, but you may be coming into more of a matured intuition. Maybe your intuition is growing to where you're starting to see and feel a lot more things, right? You're becoming more intuitive as a person, so that may be starting to grow. For others of you, there may be a third eye awakening that you're experiencing during this time, where not only is your intuition going, but your foresight is growing to where you're seeing things play out before they actually play out. So for some of you, you may be coming into that, okay? Your current energy, we got here the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. Person you're dealing with, we got the Ace of Wands. Outcome that's present, we got the Ace of Swords. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now, the Hierophant to the Death card, that's an energy right then and there of learning something and making a change. So I do feel like the Death card is talking about a transformation. As a lesson was learned, you realize that there needed to be a change implemented in my life. In regards to who you're connecting with here, we have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is usually a card that does symbolize new beginnings, and I think that that's exactly what you wanted to change and what you wanted to transform. I kind of feel like you came to a space right now, Scorpio, where it's like, if somebody showed me who they are going to have a very difficult time showing me that they changed. I don't feel like this is about holding grudges or holding burdens, but I think this is about you realizing some cycles are not meant to be reopened, some cycles are meant to be closed. As for the outcome that's present, Ace of Swords, it's time to swing that sword and cut off cycles that are no longer benefiting you in your life. So, Scorpio, the lesson you're learning is that not every cycle you have with somebody needs to be repeated. Sometimes, if it don't work out, it is what it is. I got to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So let's go ahead and clarify some stuff to get a more detailed story. Let's see what's going on with this Ace of Wands. And what do we have? Seven of Swords. Scorpio, you're feeling something here, man. I think you're feeling a little bit of deception, or you're not very trusting to somebody here who's wanting to have a clean slate or a fresh start with you. Let's clarify the Death card. Why is the Death card here? Wheel of Fortune. I want things to be over with. Final. I want completion. And let's look at the Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? We got the Hermit, beautiful. And then lastly, what is the Hierophant here for as the overall energy? And we got here the Ten of Wands. So yeah, man, Scorpio, I think that this is your energy for the month of saying, you know what, some cycles aren't meant to be repeated. And on top of it too, repetition's the mother of learning. You might have repeated cycles with people in your past and learned that people don't change unless they choose to do it themselves. I actually think that that's what's being highlighted more so than not believing that people can change. Because the truth is that anybody can change. You're changing right now. You're transforming right now. Anybody can change if they choose to do that for themselves. But people will not change if you want them to. They'll only do it if they want to do it for themselves. So Scorpio, I think in your past, you've expected, or not necessarily expected, but you've wanted specific changes from your partners. And I think that because you wanted that, they kind of use that in a way of, okay, I can say I'll change, but I'll be the same exact person. Remember, your wants and desires versus another person's wants and desires will never add up unless they are in alignment. So in your past, you've trusted people to change, but it wasn't them genuinely wanting to do it for themselves. Therefore, there was a lack of change. So I do feel here for many of you, Hierophant clarified by the Ten of Wands, I'm tired of getting my hopes up. And I'm also tired of expecting people to change if they're not choosing to. I want to be with people who feel the same way I feel, who want the same things I want, and who want to treat me with unconditional love so that I may vice versa give them that same unconditional love back. So Ten of Wands is I'm not going to reopen a cycle to experience the same repetition. I'm going to make sure I move forward so I can find something new, and that'll be my real, true, clean slate. Now, the Death card here clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune energy is saying, I'm going to let things go. You know, once a cycle's over, I'm going to leave it as that, and I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to experience my own new life. Now, coming up here in April, person you're dealing with, Ace of Wands, someone here is coming in for a second chance. Somebody here is coming in for a fresh start. And you do feel like there is some deception here. There is something you're not trusting about this fresh start. Maybe the person you're dealing with is coming to you, Scorpio, saying, look, I've changed. We can start new. We can start fresh. But you're also kind of getting that intuitive feeling. As I mentioned before, your intuition's growing heavy this month. You're kind of getting this intuitive feeling of, I don't think they've changed because they wanted to. See, people only change if they want to. If they change for somebody else, they eventually revert back into their old ways if it's not something they wanted. And you can see that in this person. You still feel the old energy of who they used to be. You still see that within them. And you don't see that they made this choice by their own selves. So you can feel that this is not a good idea. As for the outcome that's present, Ace of Swords, clarified by the Hermit, you're avoiding this situation, you're going deep within and honing in on your intuition and your wisdom, and your intuition and wisdom is saying, I should avoid this situation and focus on my own personal life. So that's what we got coming up here so far, okay? So what I'm going to do, Scorpio, I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look and see how they feel towards you, what's going on with them throughout April. Then I'll do the same for you. I'll see how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout April. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll see the outcome. And then lastly, I want to take a look at what's coming in for you now as you're going through this transformation. So we'll take a look at that at the end, okay? Now, in regards to who Scorpio is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Scorpio? And what is going on with this individual throughout April 15th through the 30th? How does the person that Scorpio is dealing with feel towards Scorpio? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout April 15th through the 30th? First card out, Four of Cups. See, if a person is coming in with the Four of Cups energy, you know, that is very interesting because it could talk about a missed opportunity, but it could also talk about feeling ignored. So Four of Cups to the lovers. Yeah, they feel you shutting them out 110%. You might be connecting with a Gemini as well. So looking at their current feelings, they can tell that you're shutting them out and ignoring them. But with the Two of Wands to the Six of Pentacles, they do believe that there's a chance here for them to be together with you again. So they see this as 50-50. They're like, okay, Scorpio's shutting me out right now. They're not giving in to me, but there's still a chance there. You know, Scorpio loved me once, they can love me again. We have here the Seven of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Wands. So this person's trying to use their wits in the second half of the month here to try to get you back involved with them, okay? They really are wanting this second opportunity with you, and even though they can tell that you're resisting, they're going to do everything they can in their power to be charming, right? And whoever you're connecting with, I feel like they are naturally charming. And that was a charm that you fell for once, but I don't think you're going to be falling for that same charm again. So whoever you're connecting with over here, they're definitely going to try really hard to charm you, to flirt with you, to just guide you back into their life. What is the personal reason behind this, that this person wants a reconciliation? Like, is it coming from a genuine place, or is there something they want? And we got here the Four of Wands. Following up with the Four of Wands, what else do we have? And we have here the Temperance. You know, I think your person is showing up here pretty genuine, okay? Four of Wands to the Temperance card. They do seem to want this relationship with you. They do seem to want to mend and heal things over. But what is the reason truly why Scorpio is not giving this person a chance? And that right then and there is the Devil. Yeah, you really feel like they're going to revert into their old ways. There's something your intuition is telling you, Scorpio, that they haven't fully changed. There's something there that you can feel. And of course, you guys need to trust your intuition at all costs. You guys need to do what you feel is right for yourself. So that's one of the biggest reasons why you're holding back. So as far as how your person's feeling towards you, They do have genuine feelings. They do really hope that you give them a second chance. They're going to try to charm their way back into your life. But there's a reason why you're not accepting it, because you don't feel like they fully changed. You feel like there is still, a lot of their old ways stuck within this person. And you believe that even though this change is here, you believe the change is temporary. And eventually things are going to revert, because you don't feel like this person changed for themselves. You feel like they tried to change for you. And when somebody changes for you, it's not always something that lasts. They got to make changes for themselves, right? So that's what I'm seeing coming up with your person in regards to what's going on with them throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th. Let's have a look. We got here the 5 of Wands. We got here the 8 of Wands. And then we got here the 8 of Pentacles. See, 5 of Wands, frustration here of not being able to get what they want, aka you. The person you're dealing with does seem to be stressed out and frustrated when you are ignoring them, Scorpio, or when you're shutting them out. And that right then and there is kind of showing up that the person you're dealing with isn't really respecting the boundary that you're trying to place. The boundary that you're setting up right now is that I'm not interested and I want to focus on my own life and have my own clean slate. And they're not really listening to that. It feels to me like they're pursuing you here, despite what you're trying to tell them. So with the 8 of Pentacles to the 8 of Wands, this is them continuing to contact you, continuing to communicate, continuing to try to get together with you. So that right there is probably something you see within them that is an old trait of themselves. And that right there, I think, is also what makes you not interested, because you don't believe they changed. If they changed, maybe they would have understood you and backed off. But now that they're pursuing you, needing to get what they want instead of respecting what you want, you kind of see that as a big red flag here, Scorpio. All right. In regards to Scorpio, let's have a look at you guys. How does Scorpio feel towards the person they're dealing with throughout April 15th through the 30th? And what is going on with Scorpio? How does Scorpio feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Scorpio throughout April 15th through the 30th? First card out, what do we have? 5 of Swords. You're very resistant to this. And there is a resistance there for a reason. It's your intuition screaming it to you, right? You also got here the World card, and you got here the Chariot. Okay, this is simple, Scorpio. This is saying, Ant, I am moving on. I am realizing that some cycles are not meant to be reopened. I did everything that I needed to do to heal from this connection in the first place, and I'm really ready to experience something brand new. I want to find a new person. I want to start fresh in my life, okay? That's what you're ready to do, and that's what you're willing to do. So those are your feelings right now. 6 of Wands, King of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, this is like 6 of Wands to the King of Wands. This is the energy of like, I would love to go out there right now into the world and experience energy from new people, experience attention from new people. I just am ready for some new people. And now that this person is coming back into my life, I don't want that to hinder my energy. I don't want that to make me upset. I don't need to have old memories and old wounds be reopened after I did so much work to heal from them in the first place. I think that's another partial reason why you're holding back too, Scorpio. It took you a lot of work and a lot of time and effort to move on from this person and to heal yourself. Why would you want to go back on the same path where you could potentially be hurt again, is basically what you're saying here. Let's pull 2 more cards for your feelings. We have here 9 of Wands and we have here Queen of Pentacles. You want to live your life on your own time. You want to live your life on your own terms. And at the end of the day, if withdrawing from this person is a choice that you want to make, it's a choice that you wish to be respected. And of course, moving throughout the second half of the month, as I mentioned previously, your person here is not really respecting your space. They're kind of continuing to try to charm you and continuing to try to get back together with you. So ultimately, that's where we stand. In regards to what's going on with Scorpio, throughout mid-April, 15th through the 30th, what do we got going on with Scorpio during the second half of the month? We have here Page of Swords in reverse. We have here also the Page of Cups, and I did have one card that fell, so let me pick that up real quick. And what do we got? We have here 10 of Swords. Yeah, so Page of Swords reversed, Page of Cups, 10 of Swords. You're really basically saying, and what's going on with you is you're ignoring this connection. You're making sure that it's over. You're not really communicating with this person and giving in. And Page of Cups, you're exploring new opportunities and options in love. So that's what's going on for you guys. You'll definitely be tuning out this person, especially the more that they try. It's like the more you don't want to talk to them because you don't feel like you're being respected, especially when you said, I'm not open to reconciliation. You know, for some of you Scorpios, you might have been open to being a friend to this person or still communicating and talking, but it's like the more that they pursue you, the more that you just shut down and cut yourself completely off from them because it turns you off that they're not listening nor respecting your boundaries. So in mid-April here, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords reverse, Page of Cups, you're basically ignoring this person and this connection and the new beginning they're trying to bring to the table, and you're focusing on your new beginnings in love and new opportunities that you can potentially have. All right, so that's what's going on for you there. In regards to where energies are aligning between Scorpio and this person, what do we got? We have here the Page of Wands. That's the person still pursuing. We have here the Empress. That's you growing and moving forward. And we have here the Three of Wands. So where energies are aligning, Scorpio, is that your person here seems to not be backing down. I think they're still going to pursue you, and I think that with the Empress card here, you wish that they would kind of just grow. You wish that they would really recognize the whole reason why you're not talking to them in the first place. It's kind of like you want them to grow up. You want them to realize, you know, what they're doing isn't working. And with the outcome that's present, you're kind of still continuing to ignore this person while you wait for what's next to come into your path. So that's what I'm seeing here overall. All right, so before we get to the outcome, let's get a little bit of a synopsis of this reading. So the overall energy was the Hierophant, right? You learned a lesson. The lesson that you learned is that some cycles are not meant to be reopened, especially because you don't want to be involved with people who changed for you. You want to be involved with people who changed for themselves, because when people change for you, they eventually revert back into their old ways because it was a change they never wanted to make for themselves. And you basically see that in this person. They're coming in here in the second half of the month wanting to reconcile with you, and you can tell that they are still the same person. And you can see that even though they made some slight kind of changes, it's temporary. You can feel that it's temporary, and intuitively, your intuitive buzzer's going off. You're like, I gotta stay away from this. I really feel that with the Death card clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, you're really interested right now in just living your life, having a clean slate, and getting ready to experience somebody new in love, getting ready to meet new partners and see where that goes. Where it comes towards your feelings, you are very much so ignoring this person as they keep on continuously pursuing you. You wish that they would respect your boundaries, but because they don't respect your boundaries, it pushes you further and further away from them, not wanting to communicate with them at all, okay? And in regards to where energies are aligning, you are focusing on yourself right now, you're focusing on your growth, and you're just super excited to see what comes next, okay? Now, as for the outcome between Scorpio and the person they're dealing with here throughout mid-April 2021, let's have a look. What is the overall outcome? And we got here the Sun card. Happiness. And I like that for you, because this is happiness on your end. Let's get two more cards. We have here the Tower, and we have here the Nine of Cups. So Scorpio, you're basically saying to this person, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be free, and you're going to have to learn your lesson. That's what I think the Tower card is. And on top of it too, it's a lesson that Scorpio is bringing to this person, because the Tower card is the Scorpionic card. So the lesson you'll be teaching this person is that at the end of the day, when somebody says something, they mean it. You told this person, I don't want to be involved and I don't want a reconciliation. And I meant it. And they're going to have to learn that on their own time, because eventually they're going to see that you're focusing on your own happiness and your own self-fulfillment. Eventually they'll back down, but until they learn to back down, they're going to be stuck chasing after somebody who does not want to be chased. Also, moving forward from that, I'm just seeing a lot of happiness here, being freed from this, being freed from the cycle, no longer having it be a involvement in your life. I think you're just super happy to not go backwards. You're super excited to continue to go forward. So overall, Scorpio, your energies are looking really good here at the second half of the month. I like it for you guys, okay? So you learned some really cool lessons. You learned some good stuff. Now, I did say at the end of the video here, I wanted to take a look at what is potentially coming in for you as this new beginning. So I'll take a look at that and then we'll close off, okay? So what is Scorpio's, I had like a bunch of cards that fell, Jesus Christ. What is potentially coming in for Scorpio's new beginning here, please? Throughout April 2021, what potential new beginning is coming in for Scorpio? Throughout April 2021. Let's have a look here. We got the Ten of Cups. Hey-o. Emotional fulfillment. We got the Nine of Swords reversed. We got here the Hangman card. And then lastly, we got here the Moon card. And also the Knight of Cups came out, so that's awesome as well. We have the Knight of Cups. So let's dive in on this, okay? First things first, Ten of Cups to the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is a really good vibe. Okay? The Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. The Nine of Swords in reverse is about just not being in a bad energy at all. When the Nine of Swords is upright, it could talk about being in a sad place, being in an anxious place, but you're going to be feeling better than ever, letting go of this connection and really just breaking free from cycles that you felt were unhelpful to you. So you're going to feel good being free and being single. You're also going to be feeling a lot more emotionally fulfilled because you're living your life based off of what emotionally fulfills you, what makes you happy. So moving forward from April onto the other months, you're living your life on your own terms, on your own time, and you're doing what genuinely fulfills you. Now, the Hangman card here to the Moon card is also pretty interesting as well, because you're going to be learning a lot more about your emotional state. You're going to be learning a lot more about the type of love that you deserve and the type of love that you're attracted to. I think that the Moon card here is you repairing your heart and learning that you have received love in your past that you thought you deserved. But now you're recognizing that the truest love you deserve is unconditional. So a lot of you guys here are breaking out of conditional love and learning that your truest form of love you deserve is unconditional love. And lastly, with the Knight of Cups, I can definitely say moving forward, Scorpio, you're going to meet some new people. You're definitely going to meet some new people, okay? Now, it could be one person, it could be multiple people, so keep in mind it may be, a couple individuals you meet. It may not just be one. But the Knight of Cups here is definitely talking about a pretty booming dating life. So I will say, from April and so on and so forth, you're going to start falling into alignment with at least one or more people, so your love life is not going to be stale. Especially because what happens is when we let go of cycles that keep us stuck, the universe lets us, have our opportunities. For example, sorry guys, I'm stuttering over here. I've been stuttering all day. For example, when you're stuck on somebody, how could the universe send people your way if you're not even going to realize they're there? Now, when you get unstuck from a cycle, what ends up happening is that the energy that was once blocked now has the freedom to flow. So the universe is going to keep on sending you awesome new connections, awesome new people, but now this time you're going to be able to see them because you're not focused on somebody who, kept you stuck in the first place, right? So Scorpio, you'll be unstuck here, and now you'll be open to be ready and to be able to receive brand new types of connections with brand new types of people. Okay? I like that, baby. I like it a lot. Scorpio, really positive stuff. Really good reading, guys. I really did enjoy this one. I'm happy to see you guys set free. I'm happy to see you guys getting ready to enjoy the new. And ultimately, I'm really happy to see the Ten of Cups. The ultimate self-fulfillment. Living your life on your own terms and doing what genuinely makes you fucking happy day in and day out. That's a good-ass vibe. So I'm happy that you guys are having that, and I'm happy with this reading, man. So Scorpio, thank you guys for coming through. Truly appreciate it. If it resonates, let me know down in those comments down below. Have an awesome and amazing rest of your April, guys, and I will catch you guys in your next video. Much love, my Scorpio gang, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.